So yeah, I'm very, very excited to play this game because I have seen it played by a lot of big creators. And apparently this game plays with like your files and the things, so you can't like overwrite and go back to a saved file. Yeah, it's super cool, apparently. But I won't spoil it, for you new guys. Also, I got a new microphone. I don't know if you guys can tell. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. And I'm not doing that. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Shit, that was me. My bad. Give myself a girl voice. Oh damn, pouting. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Jamie. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. You know, I'm terrible at reading, but that's pretty normal. We cross the street together and make our way to the school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. Yeah. By the way, Jamie, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Exactly like me. Never joined a club. Mostly because all the clubs in my school were absolute garbage. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if that makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Well, what the hell is that dash for? At least a little bit even. Bit even? Is that? I don't know. If she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. I don't want to breathe into the mic, you know what I'm saying? School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into class while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. So it is planned. They just wait outside for you to walk out and like, oh, funny meeting. I don't know what I'm talking about. That's never happened to me. I'm delusional. You don't need to wait it up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori, yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie, Sayori is vice president of the literature club. I hate reading, but if there was 3 super cute, great personality women in a club, I'd definitely join. You already know. Not that I was ever aware that she'd had an interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature club in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make a promise you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And you're going to get sucked in, me, my guy. Who am I? I'm talking to myself. Am I my own brain? Am I my inner thoughts? Oh my god, I'm so cool. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generously used for third-year classes and activities. So he's talking past tense. Is he telling a story? Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you don't call me a new member. A glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you too, girl one. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy. Wait, what? Isn't the pink girl Sayori? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Jamie. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Wait. I'm confused. All words escape me in this situation. I don't know. It's full of incredibly cute girls, as I was saying, my young Padawan. I don't watch Star Wars. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry? Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Oh, this is Sayori. Right. So there's 4 super great personality females. 4. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. I mean, they look practically the same, except for the hair color, you know? Like exactly the same. Goddamn. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Oh my god. Monica, you sound so controlling. That's right. It's great to see you again, Jamie. Monica smiles sweetly. It's the fakest fucking pose I've ever seen in my life. We don't know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Damn, bro, let me eat some of your hair. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Jamie. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. And how about I make you some tea as well? You know, I only remember 3 girls. And I thought, I don't know. My brain, me. Then how about I make some tea as well? Yes, please make tea. I've never actually had tea. Here's annoying. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Do you guys hear the song? Do you guys hear the song? I learned it on the piano and I played it at my school's recital. No, I didn't. I would never even join my school's recital. I'm way too what's the word? Asymptom. I don't even know. As Sarah mentioned, it's yeah, I already read that. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh, oh! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and a little piece of chocolate were used to make ears. It's so cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe, but not for you know, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri just trying to impress you. That's not it. Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. Ooh, yeah, I don't read, but I'm joining the literature club. For the women. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Some things tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget, publicity, and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Hey, yo, why you holding her hand, bruh? Yuri also nods in agreement. Why you hands behind your back? I know a little too much. I need to calm down. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. God damn! What would you do for a festival in literature club? Hold out a ton of books? Maid cafe? I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right? Everyone. Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Yeah. Yeah. You got the typical teeth. I can see it already. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Jamie, what kind of things do you like to read? You know, I'm reading my name as what the majority of the population would say my name. You know, I got a Starbucks this morning and they spelled my name Haymen. Hymen. It was absolutely amazing. I posted it on my Snapchat story. Wow. What kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself half jokingly. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Aw. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. Yeah, behind your fucking back. What is a teacup in your ass? My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. That level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Honestly, I tried writing a story, and it fucked me. It was so hard. I don't know how people write, bro. That shit was confusing as hell. I couldn't build shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally right. I try. Oh my god! Even a story in our world just crawled up my. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in here, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking that word, word for word, my G. Whole loop. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, only for a brief moment. You know, I never really got horror books. I mean, like, you're reading a story. God damn, I'm not breathing into my mic. I don't know if you can hear me if I'm not talking directly into my mic. This is a new microphone. Look, do you guys want to see? Ooh, look at that. I got a microphone. It's the Blue Yeti Nano. But apparently they're static. I don't know if it's going to show up here, but anyway, yeah, I don't really get horror books. Like, oh no, I'm reading a scary book. What the fuck? Like, I get horror movies, like the jump scares and the suspense, but like reading a book, I don't know. Maybe I'll try it. You never know. I never know. I've never read a scary. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Okay, I'm not giving you a fucking poem. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayuri siddles? What the? Up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, expose your vulnerabilities, and show even the deepest reaches. Yeah, exactly what I was thinking, Yuri. Word for word. You get me so well. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I want to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Ah, damn it. I hate this. I joined a club, not a class project. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzily. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other, strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Jamie? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. I can feel you're sinister. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced you to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare at me with dejected eyes. What the hell's dejected? But I'm sorry, I thought. I mean, oh shit, I said my name. You all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. And today's the day I sold my soul. Sayori wraps her hands around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. I technically did cupcakes, being honest. And that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember today's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting, so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Hi, mate. I look forward. What? Jamie, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class? Star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Jamie, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Yay indeed. With that, the two of us depart and the club room. The two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Right, get your mind out of the gutter. You're only looking to reproduce, you, man. Me. I'll just need to make the most of my circumcision, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Damn. Okay. Alright everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I know I did, and I can't wait to get more into it. Anyway, this is this week's comment of the week, 5 days ago. It's Eugene Red saying, "You can't beat me up." Pretty sure he's trying to start a fight, you know. Meet me at the park, 4 p.m. Bring your mom. We're gonna be putting bets, and leave a comment. You know, leave a comment. You'll be featured in next video's comment of the week. Make sure to check the description for an ASMR channel. Yeah, make sure to hit subscribe, like button down below, and turn on the post notifications for more videos just like this. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Bye.